Okay, so according to worldwide screen time statistics, an average person spends 6 hours and 40 minutes looking at their screens, probably their phones. That's 40% of the waking hours. And if you imagine yourself being alive for the next 50 years, 20 of those 50 years you're spending looking at the screens, most probably your phones. I think it's fair to say that a lot of us are addicted to our phones. And generally, most of us probably don't want to be addicted to our phones. And if you feel like your screen time is a little bit high, I'm hoping that by watching this video, you will understand why phone addiction happens in the first place and why it's hard to deal with it. Secondly, why it's bad and why we should try to deal with it. Thirdly, I'm going to share 4 actionable tips that I've personally found really helpful in breaking my own phone addiction and using my time in a way that's healthier and happier. If you're new to this channel, my name is Joy, let's dive in. Okay, first let's see some statistics. Around 6.3% of the global population, including teenagers and young adults, are addicted to their phones. In fact, 50% of the teenagers feels addicted to their phones, and their screen time can go up to 9 hours a day. Why is our phone so addictive? Today's economy is attention economy, as our attention can be traded in the same way because it is an limited resource, right? In this attention economy in which we have been now for so many years, tech companies are competing for our attention. And this makes us product rather than customer. Imagine this is you and you spend most of your time on this device. And companies compete on social media platforms to advertise to you. The more time you spend on your phone, essentially more these companies will advertise to you. And the more these companies will earn the revenue. The way these incentives are structured, these companies have hundreds and thousands of ridiculously smart engineers who are trying hard to grab your attention and keep your attention on the platform. There is an idea called as random intermittent reward. The companies like Instagram do is they hold back your likes so that you get them when you are least expected to receive them, and this spikes our dopamine reward. What is even worse that whatever we do is being tracked by these companies so that we can get more targeted ads. So what is problem with phone addiction? We don't realize we have phone addiction until there is FOMO, fear of missing out. The constant updates and highlights from others' lives make you feel like you have to stay connected or you will miss something important. First, mental health. Excessive phone use has been linked to anxiety, depression, and eventually poor sleep. Every late night scroll disrupts your sleep cycle and leaving you more stressed and least likely to focus next day. Second, physical health. Have you ever heard of text neck? Constantly looking down at your phone stares your neck and back. And don't forget about the digital eye strain caused by staring at the bright screen all the day. Sleep problems are mostly seen in teenagers where excessive phone use disrupts sleep quality, a healthy routine, and obviously the duration of sleep. A study by Sahin and colleagues found that the more severe students' problematic phone use is, the more worse the sleep quality gets. Third, productivity. You know what? It takes an average of 23 minutes to refocus on a task. So think twice before rechecking your phone. So imagine how much time you are wasting just due to distractions. So when you are totally focused on something, focus on that work. Forget about distraction. Like, oh, I have to check the light bill. Forget that. Just focus on the thing you're doing right now. You know what? Whenever I'm doing something important or I'm focused into something, my brain just reminds me of tasks which I have not done. So I will suggest you to take a blank page and whenever your brain reminds you something, write it down on that blank page and do it later so that you will not forget it afterwards. This is my personal experience and it really works. Fourth, relationships. Mobile phone connect us to people which are far away from us, but disconnect us from the people who are in front of us. The more you're glued on your screens, the more you will miss out on meaningful relationships. The bottom line, phone addiction doesn't just waste your time. It's stealing your focus, your physical and mental health, your productivity, your relationships. A study from 2018 shows that limiting phone use for just 30 minutes a day can significantly improve loneliness, depression, and anxiety compared to students that were just using their phone normally. Till now, we have just looked up to a handful of negative impacts of mobile phone addiction, but there is all other stuff like low self-esteem and reduced ability to learn and more. But now let's move to the next step. Now we know that phones are addictive and we probably struggle with that, but what we can do about it? Now let's talk about solutions, how you can break free from mobile phone addiction. There are a bunch of strategies to overcome problematic phone usage. Here are 4 steps to take control. First, I'll say that set boundaries. Start by setting boundaries. Turn off the non-essential notifications of various group chats and set app timers. Use your phone intentionally. Check it only during specific times of the day instead of every few minutes. Build a schedule to reply messages just once or twice a day so that you are not wasting your time messaging people all the day. Talking about myself, I prefer turning off all the app notifications. I usually reply people in the morning or in the evening whenever I'm free, and rest of the day I'm just focused on my work. Step 2, replace the habits. What will you do with all that extra time? Replace your screen time with something productive. Exercise, pick up a hobby, or spend time with loved ones. In the past few months, I've noticed that in the evening I was wasting my time on mobile phone, scrolling shorts or watching YouTube videos. So I've developed a habit of going at the park in the evening and just sitting there randomly or having a walk. Step 3, try digital detox. Start small, like no mobile phone during meals or no mobile phone on Sundays. You will be amazed at how freeing it will feel to disconnect. Here are some apps which I'll recommend to you, which worked for me and are useful too. First, Forest. Forest helps users stay off their phone by growing a virtual tree that thrives as you stay focused. The longer you stay off your phone, the bigger the tree grows. It's a fun way to stay productive and reduce phone usage. Second, digital well-being. Digital well-being is built-in Android feature that tracks your screen time and provides insights on how often do you use an app. It includes features like app timers, do not disturb, and a wind down mode to reduce screen time. I will also suggest you to try 1sec app. The app introduces breathing exercise or questions before opening a certain app, which help us to be in the present moment and we are not just unconsciously opening an app and scrolling on the internet. Remember, quitting isn't about going cold turkey, it's about taking back control in our hands and using our phones mindfully. So now you know why your phone is so addictive, what it's doing to your life, and how you can break free from it. The question is, what is your first step? Comment down below. And now it's time to take action. I've got another video for you that dives into how to build passive income streams that actually work in 2025. And by the way, it's my first video, you can watch it.